Hi everyone, I'm Kat. I'm Interactions Chair. So I'm chosen to represent the voice of entire interactions, which I'm doing today because I want to give you short update regarding the progress, regarding our achievements, goal, challenges, because there is some challenges, of course, like always. And we made the vote last week. And at the end, after voting in all the groups, there is decision to remind me as a chair for the next quarter. So the sad news for you is, of course, I'm very happy and thank you for trust you giving me, guys. But the sad news for the community is that the next update will be made by me again. So you know what to expect, because I don't speak English and I'm learning, and it's very challenging for me to make this update now. That's why I show up for a few seconds only, and I'm gonna hide myself to show you more interesting things. I just wanted to show you that I'm no one special. I'm part of the community. The very important thing for me today, I want to use this occasion to remind you that you are the base layer. You have a power over DAO, because that's what you call DAO, or you call starfish, or you call us team. The team, we are us. I'm the same like you. I'm the community. The only difference between us is that I decided to make a step forward, to take responsibility for the project, for the development, to push it forward. Because we are not just a crypto project. We are movement. We are organization. We are movement. So everyone have impact for development. And you have the power over DAO. You decide. So if you want, you can vote me out anytime, and the next update will be made by someone else. So that's not the problem. It's nothing is constant here. It's not politics. It's not government where you choose someone and you don't take responsibility for anything, and no changes for ages. Here everything is liquid. So I will show you for first few minutes, and that is my plan, to show you a bit more, to remind you about your power over DAO, over me. I'm just chosen by you, by people. So I'm gonna show you this. We wanna make an update, so all of the facilitators is Arun, Thomas, Neil, and myself. We will show you short updates of our groups. And then at the end, probably I will show up again to say you goodbye, but only if I survive. So good luck, guys. Wish me good luck too, and probably see you at the end. So let's start from the basics. Nexus have one embassy, that's US embassy, and US embassy consists 3 branches. It's developer branch, ambassador branch, and judicial branch. This is ambassador branch. It's starfish, because all the branches, that's 3 starfishes: ambassador, developer, and judicial. So this is one of the starfishes. So ambassador branch consists 5 arms. You can see them here. Is communications, impressions, interactions arm, media arm, and relationships arm. Each arm can consist 8 people, and these 8 people can create groups of 13, and so on. And we expanding based on Fibonacci sequence. But today we are talking about this group. This is, let's say, it's interactions arm, and actually interactions arm have 4 people, That's Kat, Arun, Neil, and Thomas. So that's Kat, that's Arun, Neil, and Thomas. We made the vote. After we vote, last quarter and this quarter, I'm the chair of interactions arm. So as a chair, I'm just representative. I have the same rights like all of us. And I'm taking care of the budget. I'm taking care of sick chain and make sure that everyone who is working, currently that's 7 people, they are incentivized for their effort. So you have 4 people in the arm, but I have a group of few people, and Neil have group with 2 guys. There is Robert and Ryan, and they are part of Neil's group, that's support group. So in total, it's 7 people working every day, constantly. Doesn't matter how big is budget, it's very small now. So people working for monthly, they get $10-20, doesn't matter. That's incentive for work they are doing. Why I'm talking about this? Because today you will get only report from my arm, because I'm responsible for interactions only, which is, as you can see, is 20% of entire ambassador branch. If you want information regarding 100% of entire branch, that's your task, that's your job to do. So you as a community, you are responsible for ensuring that ambassadors provide you with quarterly reports, goals, and votes. I haven't seen reports for a long time, except media arm. By joining the DAO, each of us know the rules, at least should know the rules. And the reason why we have 5 arms is to check and balance each other. So today I'm exercising this right. I would like to see reports, votes, and goals or plans in each of the arms. And I'm asking you guys for help. I'm asking community for your own good. If you don't require this information from us, if you don't challenge us, we end up with dead arms, with people who doing nothing, but they decide about project development. We are your representatives. You have authority over DAO, you as a community. Because when the DAO will be coded, you will vote with your wallets. By default, all dead arms or not active arms will fall off. At the moment we have tools, jury, and we have fill. You can enforce quarterly reports and votes. Otherwise we can resolve the arms. I'm just highlighting the problem I see at the moment. Okay, let's jump into interactions. So I will start with ISMN report. My joining the DAO was to continue what I had done before in the Polish backyard. So knowing that people don't understand what Nexus is, I try to bring Colin's vision closer to my YouTube channel and reverse the negative narrative. That was my goal for few years, since 2018, I think. I ran my YouTube channel, I talk about crypto, but the huge part of the channel was Nexus. So that was my goal when I joined the DAO, when Colin added me to Trust Group. But I never think I can be part of Nexus, I can be part of the team. So that was my goal at the beginning. The one problem I had with this YouTube channel was that I lacked the content to translate to Polish. So I tried to create Colin's channel, publish his visions there, which would provide me material for translation into Polish. So at first I wanted to post this on the Nexus channel and build our brand rather than begging other YouTubers for attention, but the community was against it. We made a vote and then Colin agreed to create his own channel. I also thought that could help others in other countries build local communities by duplicating what I'm doing. And we started with Twitter accounts, because Polish Twitter accounts I've been running since December 2020, but the idea was to create many international channels to spread the information about Nexus and build local communities. That was the purpose of ISMN. So you know the story from the previous update. Several accounts still work today. I still continue Polish Twitter because now I have something to publish, because I create the content for myself, yeah. Because I translate all the podcasts and AMA, which is very cool. It takes a lot of time, but it's really cool and bring very good results. So I treat the Twitter as a window through which I throw information into the world. So it's marketing tool for me, not a goal in itself. And I believe that social media should be treated this way. So apart from Polish Twitter, we have Mark Costa and Australia. That's Australia. We have Philippines and Cyber. Very good job, very active account. We have Miguel and Argentina. Not really active account, but with his local paths, he spread information locally, and this is more important for me than Twitter itself. Just like Cyber, you make noise everywhere in real life and on Twitter too. Marecki, he provided me all the graphics for Colin's channel. He deserves huge credit for that. And it's worth to mention a few people who left the team, who left ISMN before, and few people who didn't join yet, but I hope they join. Nexus Hungary. Peter, you are still running the channel, and of course I'm waiting for your ideas. I hope you will come back to us someday, maybe in different form. But yeah, Peter still doing good job. That's the people who are not part of the DAO, but they doing really great job. I will mention few more guys. There is Jacob. He was part of ISMN. He ran the Latvia Twitter. He took over Russia. He was looking after CoinMarketCap and all the links. That was job he started doing himself. And he left the team, but he is very active, part of the community. And that's good example of people who saw they have impact for Nexus, for project. That's people from they started with ISMN. So even they left, they are still active. They started with us. So we growing cool people, cool ambassadors. Even they are not part of the DAO. So that's Aram. So he is. He's not part of the team. If you watch this video, Aram, proposal is still valid. If you want join interactions, we can vote you in. We can try to vote you in. As you can see, guys, he's doing very good job. All the animations with AI about Nexus. So a lot of marketing material is from him. So that's another person who is out of the DAO but perform better than ambassadors. And say so. I don't know you personally, but I know you are part of relationships, and I think that's a good idea if you join the DAO. If you want, you can choose the arm, maybe media, doesn't matter, but it's very important to have active people in the DAO. There is many people I can mention. It's Cizeron, who is helping, is part of Polish community. So big shout out to Polish community too, because I can see, guys, you waking up. That was my goal, to wake you up and engage you more to the project. So we have Cizeron, we have Piaskowy, We have Robert. I don't mention Robert. Robert is part of the support. Guys, this is very important. Chris. We had a huge problem with website. We haven't got people to update the website. We've been waiting for many months, many weeks. And I spoke to Chris. Chris also started with ISMN. I know this guy. He was running social media and interactions. So he agreed to update the website. So why the hell he's still not part of impressions? That's the task for you as a community, guys, for community. Push these people up, treat them as your representatives, and they become part of the DAO, naturally. Anyway, go back to the topic. I will show you some statistics that will be easier, because I'm not good of presenting. As I said, I can't speak English. I can't do presentations. But I will try to show you some statistics. So my account, this Polish account, Polish Twitter account, so it's 138 tweets and 43 followers for last 90 days, for last quarter, which is good. Here we have Philippines, 292 tweets and 25 followers. We are good, we are fine. And Australia, so that's this accounts running are, that's volunteers. So we don't get any incentive, any reward for Twitter accounts, including me. Regarding YouTube channels, I create content and publish content on YouTube channel, on Nexus YouTube channel, because as I said before, I started with Colin's channel because the community was against publishing this content on Nexus channel, but then I end up on Nexus channel too. Last quarter, that was, I created 9. And very good results because we gaining followers, finally, it's plus 51. And we have over 9,000 views, so which is very good. And then we have Colin's channel, 7 podcasts last quarter. This channel are treated like indicator, because this channel is real Nexus lovers, so it's real active community. 321 subscribers, and we gaining subscribers also is 22. But the most interesting thing here, when you look at statistics, most views is from people who are not followers. Really look at this channel, and that's my baby. This is my baby, my real baby. So we have 1,500 over views. And this is my another baby, Hash the System. That's my Polish channel. I gained 9 followers for 90 days. But look at the views. This is mainly Nexus content translated to Polish. So it's over 2,000 views, which is very good. Yeah, if we combine all together, I think it's very good result. Our vision is not very popular because we are not making money, but people watching. And then Arun gave me at the end of October a Nexus official. So that was very huge challenge for me because I don't like Twitter. And this account was losing followers. So we lose about 160 followers while I took over the channel. They was shared Nexus community tweets, so I started tweeting. It's very challenging for me, but guys, it's getting better. I can see we stop losing and we start gaining followers, so I can see improvement will be better. For me, is the biggest challenge is language. As you can see, as you can hear, I don't speak English, but I'm doing my best. And I created Twitter Nexus Official. If you want to join and help with content for Nexus Official, I will very appreciate you for this help, and I will post it on Nexus Official Twitter. So I think that's it from my side, from ISMN. I give the voice to my guys, to Neil, to Arun, and Thomas.
Welcome. My name is Neil Hellman, and I am the facilitator for the Web Wallet Support Group. We can see that for this past quarter, support team members have been the largest contributors. This is a good thing since the community is not overwhelming us with questions. We are able to answer their questions. So we would like more questions. Although I imagine when 5.1 hits, we'll have many, many more support issues. So for the past quarter, we've had 15 support tickets generated by messages that were left by website visitors. So Talk is the tool that we use on the website to allow visitors to chat or leave us messages, and we basically work off of messages because we don't have enough members in the web wallet support group to handle chats. I've been asking now for a while for more support in the web wallet support group, more members. We would like to cover more time zones. There have been a few members who have been providing some very helpful support. Thank you very much. But they are also members of other arms, so they are unable to join the web wallet support group. And I was voted in as facilitator for the web wallet support group again for Q1 of 2023. And the web wallet support group is has been participating in the 5.1 wallet testing. Actually, 3.1 is the version of the wallet. 5.1 is the version of the core. And we will be doing more testing once the beta is out, the next version of the beta, and we will continue familiarizing ourselves with the wiki. That is all of the documentation ported over from GitDoc, and we've been trying to give out wiki URLs when we provide support documentation for questions on the support group. And I have as a goal for Q1 2023, this has actually been a goal for some time, to take on additional web wallet support group team members so that we can cover additional time zones. We don't have as good coverage in the Asian time zones as we do in the Americas and Europe. And this has been the Web Wallet Support Group quarterly report for Q4 2022. Neil Hellman, thank you very much.
Happy New Year to all you Nexus people. This is Thomas, and I'm going to present you for the quarterly report of Nexus social media for quarter 4 here in 2022. I made a bit of a spreadsheet that you can, study on your own time later on, and then I will be speaking a bit about what we've been up to, or mainly I have been up to, and what are the results. Again, I have some points here that first and foremost, during quarter 4, the focus of our social media efforts have been directed towards Twitter, followed by an attempt to create some engagement in mainly Mastodon and Getter, two platforms that may have potential to grow in the future. And been done something marginally on Instagram and Flote. We don't have so much followers, and it's not the same. Twitter is better to spend time on. Facebook is currently dormant. I hope that we could wake it up in the future, but now it's nothing done there. Overall, we have we have actually 567 total number of posts in social media during the quarter. This is with 522 being tweets in Twitter. That's in average of 6.4 posts per day. If you now compare that to Q3, then the total number of posts were 187 compared to 567 this quarter, which is a steep increase. However, the numbers show the bear market blues is still digging deep. The total number of profile visits have decreased in Q4 from about 55,000 to 16,500 in Q4. That means almost about a third as many visits to the profile due to the tweets, even though we made so much more. But a very important indicator in my mind is the total amount of followers we have. And that has increased by 66 followers up to 5,887 by December 31st, 2022. So currently we're close to 6,000 people following our activities on social media, which is okay. And on top of that, we have, of course, the official Twitter that is not included in this report, as it's not managed by me currently. We've had even though only a few, we've had some sudden changes in the number of Twitter followers. For example, losing 40 followers in a day. This has happened before in previous quarters as well. And I find it probably this is due to the activity of bots and Twitter's attempt to eliminate bots. So in reality, this suggests that we may have gained the double amount of new followers in the quarter. During Q4, I've spent 86.5 hours on social media work, excluding meetings and other admin, such as making this report. Each tweet post takes around 8 to 9 minutes to make and post. When the bears decide to return into hiding, I'm envisioning this to somewhat be reduced. The amount of minutes or time it takes to make tweets, with the help of, I imagine it being reduced with the help of automatic services and by more often reusing former and successful tweets. Social media network, or Nexus social media network, could still be called a one-man show, but I must say that is far from the truth in reality. During Q4, there has been an increasingly active engagement from several people in our community. This is great and for sure makes some positive ripples. So, keep it up, guys. It's very good. And as my old computer here is not too happy to work with editing, I'm also very grateful for any JPEG movie or meme coming my way. I'm only a Telegram message away for if you want to send me something there. Okay, this is about it. So from one starfish to arm to another, from me to all of you and the other way around, wishing you a great start of the new year, and with ambition, vision, code, great minds and a lot of heart, together we can take on 2023 and beyond. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.
Hello everyone and welcome to the quarterly report for Q4 2022. I will be presenting the developer support report. First of all, I would like to wish the Nexus community a very happy new year. 2023 is going to be a very interesting year for Nexus, as we are rolling out 5.1, the remote login and the P2P APIs. And this will bring in the first tranche of use cases on Nexus, and that will have a snowballing effect, and I am very excited for 2023. Now, coming back to what we have completed in Q4 2022, we started the new Nexus Wiki, which is collaborative and multilingual. This wiki is not open to all the community, as we want to maintain the standard of the wiki, and for this we have created a task force, and if you are willing to contribute to the wiki, we would ask you to join the task force. So this task force is looking at the documentation and the translations, and these people are the ones who are taking care of the wiki interactions. We are managing the hosting and the administration for this wiki. Obviously, we will also be contributing to the documentation, which is in English, and the community will translate that into the particular languages. I would like to give a shout out to Sizawan and Niaiso, who have almost completed the translation into Polish and Chinese respectively. So thank you guys. You have done an awesome job, and I would like to call on other community members also to please contribute to the wiki. We need the wiki to be available in different languages, as we are moving in 2023 with updates and the use cases. So more languages we have the wiki, it will be better for us. So please come forward and please contribute to the wiki. We have completed the interactions internal ARM process documentation. Now this documentation is listing out all the processes which is internal to the ARM, what we have been following, and what we see as issues we may be facing. So all this has been documented so that we don't face any problems in the future, and this will also help people who are coming to the ARM to actually see how the ARM has to do all the various things. This documentation is available for everyone to see, which is in the wiki. I will show you a demo of the wiki, and I can show you all the internal process documentation where to access them. We have completed the Explorer update to the 5.1 backend, as well as the necessary UI changes to show the additional data points which have been added into the 5.1 code. We have been running seed nodes for the mobile wallet. Most people are aware that there was some issue where the mobile wallets were not getting updated, synchronized with the network, and for that now we are running a few seed nodes along with the developer team. I have been updating the documentation and also have been testing the 5.1 release. Everyone is aware of the Bubble API plugin, and with the 5.1, which has a major overhaul of the API, we had to update this plugin, and I am already in the process of updating, and the most of the API calls have been done. So a few have been remaining, and that will be carried on to the current quarter. Coming to the plans for the current quarter, we plan to finish the wiki migration and also make it the default documentation. When we migrated the wiki from Gitbook to Wiki.js, we had a lot of rendering issues wherein the images were not updated when the Wiki.js, and also the links were broken. So we have finished most of them, but there are still a few because we need to go and search in every page and everything. It's an intensive task, and we will complete it this quarter. We plan to complete the 5.1 documentation changes to the APIs and the few things which are still pending. So we'll be planning to complete it Nexus market cap, we are still waiting for the new API calls, and I have been in contact with Colin, and we are working out the API calls. We need API calls for the last price and last traded price, and also the volume, and Colin has been working on it. So once we get the APIs, we will have it up and running. We plan to incorporate backup nodes for the Explorer. As we are moving in 2023, we don't want any downtime, and in case of we have to update the Explorer, we need a little bit of downtime for that, and having a backup node helps with that. Bubble plugin, as I told you, that we still need to add in the invoice and the register APIs. The rest of the APIs have been done, and we plan to complete that in this current quarter. We will also be creating a new Nexus API demo on Bubble, and it will be using the Bubble plugin, and this will be the showcase for anyone who wants to see what is possible with Nexus API. So this will be a completely UI based demo, and this will show you every how to use every Nexus API. We have started work on this, and I will show you a glimpse of this. Along with this demo, we will be creating video guides for how to integrate into Bubble. So this will be the base on which we will be creating the videos. So this demo will help us with as a showcase, plus to create the video guides for building on Bubble. So I hope that with this we will have more exposure and more developers coming to build on Nexus. This is the Nexus wiki, and we have migrated the Gitbook documentation to wiki.js, and you can see that we have both the general documentation as well as the developer documentation in one. And if you scroll down, you can see the DAO and the constitution. You can see the DAO constitution, and whatever the changes to the constitution, we will be putting it here. This part will not be, nobody will be able to do any changes because this is locked. And also we have the interactions processes. So this is also locked because this is interaction process, and only the interactions team will be able to do any changes to this. And if you go through this, we have all the processes outlined here, and if you feel if you can go through this, and if you feel that something is wrong, or we need to add in something which is better, you do let us know. Coming to the language tab, we have a few languages enabled over here, and this is as per request from the task force. And if you click on the Polish tab, you can see that Cesar1 has done a commendable job of translating the whole wiki into Polish. So a big shout out to Cesar1. You can see that he has completely translated everything except the DAO, which is locked, and he has no access to that. The other language I would like to show you is Chinese, and this translation has been done by Niaiso. He has translated almost everything into Chinese, and he has done a very good job. And as we are as we want to increase the adoption, this will help us to get the attention of the Chinese people. Coming to the Explorer, we have updated the APIs, and there's no major changes, except you can make out from the inflation rate, which the old one used to show 4 point something, and now it is 0.5. The major change is to metrics, where we have incorporated the network ledger metrics, and We have the data for daily, weekly, and monthly. So this is the transaction volume, that is the number of transactions taking place in a month, or the contracts in a month, or the number of accounts which are created in a month. And the exchange operations, which lists the deposits and withdrawals, which is basically deposits is TTM to legacy transactions, and withdrawals is vice versa. And this is the network stats, which is the number of nexus mined by staking and by mining. And this is the number of nexus which have moved into staking in this duration. We have also added in the embassy details over here, plus the invoices. I was telling you about the bubble demo, so I'll just give a sneak peek into this. So this is how it looks. So uh, here, if you see, we have the user block, I would say, and you have all the profiles and sessions into whatever is related to the user is incorporated in this block over here. That's it for now. And if you have any questions related to this update or anything in general, please feel free to contact me in the Nexus community channel, and I would be happy to reply. And see you guys. Thank you.
So, those were the work reports, and now I'm going to show you the finances. Our budget is 6,600 Nexus per month for last quarter. You can check invoices here in the DAO tab. That's US Embassy invoices, and you can check them here. I started to be a chair on October, so October, November, December, 3 invoices here, here, and here, 6,600. That's invoices for interactions. You can check all of them in Embassy tab, and then you can check our invoices in Ambassador in interactions. And on that period, the average price of Nexus over a period of 3 months is 0.065, which is about $430 monthly. Monthly servers and hosting fees are around 160. It's 140, it was 140, 120, 160. We paid together with Arun, as you can see on our invoices. For example, here is Arun on last month. You can see here, and if you check my invoices from last 2 months, there is also hosting. So from our budget, $270, we are left to split into 4 teams. Each team received about $67 in NXS as a reward for a month of continuous daily work on the project. And support splits the $67 between 3 people. Is Neil, as you can see here, Neil, Robert, and Ryan. You can check the invoices also. And ISMN share 67 with Marecki. I share this amount with Marecki only if I ask him for new graphics on that month. If you see Marecki, here is 85 Nexus YouTube graphics. You can see that here. And you can check all the invoices. Here, 576 Nexus. It depends on the work done. In addition, we paid $250 for Ryan from the reserve for the upgrade of Explorer to 5.1, which is here, Explorer upgrade. You can check it here. So it's all transparent. You can verify yourself. So as you can see, with a small budget, we can still do a lot by introducing incentive. We are also volunteers who actually work and account for it thanks to this mechanism. Without it, we would all have excuses for not doing anything because we are volunteers. This is how healthy network works. And you can see example in ISMN before. Without the incentive, only 3 people out of 15 still have active Twitter accounts. So that's how it works. Same like proof of stake. You support the network, you have reward. So it's not about money, about amount of money, but about the mechanism, healthy mechanism. Because for us, we are doing everything to increase the price of Nexus. So the amount we receive is worth more. So today is worth $67, but most of us, we add this amount to the stake. And in the future, this $67 became much more worth. So we are believing the project, we are working together for the better good. So without this mechanism, we can't expect people to work continuously and systematically. That's what we see in our DAO. That's what I said at the beginning of this video. We are here to check and balance each other. And guys, social media and support and developer support cannot afford breaks at work. That's why we made such decisions. So I think that's it, guys. The most important thing is that you survived. But I will have some proposals for you guys to make you more involved in the decisions. But I'm not sure about it yet. I have to think it over because I know myself, and if the problem is if I say something loud, I will do it. So I have to think twice before I will say something to you guys. Okay, see you next in 3 months, I think, until you don't vote me out. As I said, you can vote me out. If not, see you on April, I think. Yeah, and I'm going back to the chat. Now I'm always there, so you can find me there. Okay, thank you very much for your understanding and for your patience. And yeah, see you soon. Bye bye.